Hi, I'm Lynn Marie Rowland. There's a moment in change when you realize you are no longer who you were. In the way you move through your life, you respond differently, you choose differently. You no longer reach for what once defined you. At first, this can feel unfamiliar, but then something else begins to emerge. A recognition. I may not fully understand who I am becoming, but I am beginning to trust it. This is where resilience settles in, not as something you're trying to build, but as something you can feel within you. Because you've stayed through uncertainty and repetition, through the moments when the path disappeared. You didn't rush the process. You didn't force the outcome, and because of that, something real has taken root. This is the part of transformation that is rarely spoken about. The moment when you stop looking outside yourself for confirmation and validation, and you begin to recognize that you are already standing inside the change. This is where the deeper work begins to reveal its purpose. The practices that may have once felt like reaching, like listening for something beyond you, begin to feel different now, more familiar, more immediate. When you turn towards the presence of a shaman animal guide, it's no longer a question if it has meaning. You know how to listen to his or her wisdom. When you enter into the stillness of shamanic journey, you're not searching in the same way. You're in a relationship. When you feel the presence of those who came before you, those ancestors who shaped your being in the web of life, they are no longer abstract. They are real to you. They offer you support that you recognized and wisdom that you use. And this changes something fundamental because you're no longer standing alone at the edge of who you're becoming. You're stepping forward with awareness and connection and a lived sense that guidance is something you can access. Not perfectly, not all at once, but reliably enough to trust your next step. And this is what allows you to fully enter your life again, not as who you were, but as who you have become. That doesn't mean everything is resolved. It means you know how to meet what comes. You know how to listen, how to pause, how to follow what feels true, even when it's still unfolding. This is resilience. Not just the ability to endure, but the ability to remain in relationship with yourself, with the world around you, and with the deeper currents that guide you. So if you find yourself here, no longer where you started, take a moment to recognize what has changed. Because this wasn't accidental. It was built through every moment you stayed present, every time you listened, every time you chose not to turn away. And now you're not just moving through change, you're living from it. You're walking forward as someone who knows how to trust what is unfolding. I know, I too have walked the spiral path of transformation, and my life is no longer the same. It's also better than I could have ever imagined before I began. If you'd like to explore more tools of transformation, I invite you to explore this work at my various websites.